Hey guys, this is Patty B within the hauler. I got an update for you on my SCCY CPX-2. Go ahead and clear it. So I picked this up a couple weeks ago. Palmetto State had them on sale, super cheap, too cheap for me to turn down. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. And I think it was $205 total, shipped to the house. So transfer and everything. It's kind of cool, but I took it out and shot it and did a review on it, and it just had a lot of issues. It just didn't always want to go into battery. The slide would kind of hang up short, and you'd kind of have to pop it to make it go in. So reading online, I found a little, some tips and tricks you can do. One of them being the magazines got some issues where there might be a burr on the inside of these feed lips, so I smoothed that down in there. And another thing I found is you can buy extra power recoil spring and guide rod. So I thought, let's see what that'll do. So I ordered one of those. Go ahead and take a look at that. Pop that in, and there's the new one, which is not captive, but it's a dual spring design. And this is the original one, which is captive, but also a dual spring design. But you can kind of tell that this spring here is a lot more significant than the other one. So we're going to give it a shot. Like I said, I put 100 rounds through it yesterday with 0 issues, which this thing never would have made 100 rounds the way it was before without some type of issue. So got my kind of got my hopes up that this thing's actually going to run, but I guess we'll see. So I'm going to take this out, put a couple of rounds through it, and see how it does. Because I kind of want to like this pistol, even though it's super cheap. It doesn't seem like it's it doesn't feel cheap. It seems like a decent gun, and other than the the trigger reset being what it is, it's pretty fun to shoot. It's got a fairly heavy but smooth double action pull, but the reset, you have to go all the way out. You have to take your finger all the way off the trigger, or else your trigger is going to be dead until you do. But it's still a pretty neat little gun for the price, so you just have to make it work. Because if it doesn't run right and you got no trust in it, then it's worthless. So, well, let's take this bad boy outside and run some rounds through her. All right, we're going to give the SCCY CPX-2 another shot here with the new recoil spring. You can definitely tell there's a little more power to that spring, and like I said, I put 100 through it yesterday and it did good. So let's see if she can keep going. Not bad. All right, we're back inside from shooting the SCCY CPX-2, and man, she ran like a champ. Put 200 through today, 100 through yesterday with that new recoil spray and guide rod, and 0 issues whatsoever. I did have the slide not locked back a time or two on an empty magazine, but that very well could have been me just riding the slide stop, which happens every now and again. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased with it now. Adding that extra spring just seemed like it gave that slide a little bit more oomph to go forward, but you can feel it's a little bit stiffer to pull. But also it feels like it might have tamed the recoil just a little bit. Not that, this thing's, a beast or anything, but you know, a light 9mm can have a little snap, and feels like that spring kind of tamed it a little bit. So if you know, if you need a $169 gun and if that's all you have, then this might be an option for you. But I would definitely say, if you buy this, take it to the range and run some rounds through it and make sure it runs before you know, keep it on your bedside or start carrying it or whatever. Which you should do for any gun, not just this, a Glock or Springfield or anything. You need to make sure it works, because, you know, stuff from the factory doesn't always work out the way you want it to. But so, you know, they say SCCY customer service on these is excellent, and, you know, I could have returned it to them, but sometimes I just like to do some tinkering and get it to work myself. So, but I'm pretty happy with it now. 300 rounds with no issues. I feel like I could trust it if I had to. So, if you're having the issues with your pistol, if you just Google, you know, SCCY CPX-2 extra power recoil spring, you can find where you can buy that to help you out. So, all right, guys, there you go. SCCY CPX-2. Y'all have a nice day.